yesterday's news. It's working. It's working. There we go. There we go. Cool. Working. All right. So, yesterday we looked at a couple things that they dropped. They dropped the Tie the Bones 2 teaser, and they explained, or they teased, I guess, or announced a couple things that they were going to be working on this week. So the first thing that dropped, I mean, technically the first thing that dropped is this webcomic thing. I don't read it. If you do, cool. I'm sure it's cool, but it's not my thing. But that's not what I'm here to talk about. First thing they really dropped is Summer of Reading 2019. Provided you're Northern Hemisphere, as they say right here. So I guess they do, because this is only my first real summer doing this stuff. I guess Black Library does an annual Summer of Reading. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books that they're coming out with. They're little short stories. They're not big things. But I guess every day until Sunday we're going to see a new story. And it looks like it's from like all the different types, because there's 2 here. This is I can tell you right now, this is a, what is he called? Plains Runner, right? Looks just the same as that guy. You can see like the spikes and stuff and the axe. That's a Plains Runner from the Untamed Beasts Warcry faction. So that's cool. So that's obviously going to be dealing with that. We got a couple 40,000 books. Adeptus Mechanist story. That's cool. Guy Haley. I don't know why in the world we're doing a short story for that, but okay. I don't really know what that says. Something about horror, short story. That looks cool. Let me see if I can pop that open. Yeah, there we go. Warhammer horror short story. Alright. I can't tell what that is, but that looks cool. Hopefully it's actually interesting. Fangs of the Rustwood, some kind of spider thing, so if you're afraid of spiders, maybe don't read that one. Maybe it has something to do with the grots. Might be cool. And then a Necromundo book, which is awesome. Okay, here we go. Let's go through and we'll just look at all this other stuff. Alright, so this one is centered upon a witch hunter, Cantus Valo. Seems cool, kind of like a crime drama type of deal. Abandoned Imperial cruiser, a mercy mission turns to desperate struggle for survival as alien enemies close in on a squad of battle sisters. Hey, there you go. Adeptus Sororitas. Is that correct? Did I read that wrong? Oh no, speak as one. I didn't read that. So there you go. Nice battle sisters, which we will be getting to in a minute. Dead Drop, daring raid on a moving transport, puts the Road Dogs Orlok gang in danger as rivals seek the same prize, and the unexpected strikes. Dun dun dun! Seems like a pretty solid Necromunda book. I like the Cal Jericho books. I read a couple of those. Those were kind of fun. Yep, here we go. 3 youths of the Untamed Beasts. Hunt a monster in the wild to the Bloodwind spoil, but not all of them will return unscathed from their adventure. So I'm wondering if that's going to end up being more of a, like, teen book than like an adult book. But that's cool because that we're already seeing some Warcry stuff coming out, and just saying in the starter set you do get 3 of those Plains Runners. I don't know if they're going to be Plains Runners. It doesn't say they are. It just says they're youths, but who knows? Born of the Storm. Astrum Militarum Cadet Augustin encounters his first dangers. Little does he expect the journey will take him on. Okay. Seems pretty generic and normal, but hey, we'll see what happens. Saturday, this is a horror story. Miracles are always a sign of trouble in the Imperium, as Jason Hertz discovers when he survives a catastrophe and finds himself under suspicion by the implacable Adeptus Arbitus. Sounds like some kind of weird Inquisition type of thing. I know that's not the 40k Inquisition, but it's interesting. It might be nice to read a horror story instead of the normal fantasy, high fantasy stuff that comes out of Black Library. Not all in the Imperium are enthused by Primarch. I can't say this dude's name. Is it Guilliman's return? And some would question the authority of his allies, even if it leads to armed conflict. All right. Seems like we're gonna see some more good old-fashioned, I hate this guy because he's not me type of thing from the 40K universe, which is fine. I kind of got away from 40K because of that. Like, it's always, I don't like that guy because he's not the guy I am, and that's meh. So the thing is, you can, I'm going to click on it right here, subscribe. Yeah, whatever. Cookies are fine. Everybody loves cookies. You can subscribe. It's $20, and it gives you all 7 of these short stories when they release. So today, I guess, Fangs of the Rustwood dropped. Or you can get them each separately. I think they're like $4 a pop. I don't know. I don't see them here. Oh, I see that, though. That's cool. Iron Golem Sword, sorry. But yeah, so that's cool. If you like reading, that'll be really cool. That'll be fun. If you don't like reading, maybe we'll see some kind of weird spoilers or something in there that they didn't think about. So now the thing that everybody is really excited about, I'm sure, is going to be Battle Sister Bulletin Part 14. And in this one, they're dropping a sneak preview of the new Hospitaller miniature. And you can see her here. Check that out. Wonderful sculpt. Lots of details. You even got a half-dead Battle Sister on the ground. You got doves with these scrolls. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. There's a close-up of the nun on the ground. Or not the nun, the Battle Sister on the ground. She's clutching her, I don't even know what that's supposed to be called, like her rosary. She's got her hand out. Or you can see, look at that helmet, the detail on the inside. They mentioned that. That's pretty cool. It's pretty solid. This is the old scope of the Hospitaller. So you can see she has the face mask. And in here, she does not have the face mask, but that is because you can switch it around and give her the face mask. Isn't that fun? So that's, yeah, I mean, it's cool, it's awesome. If you like Sisters of Battle, that's going to be a big one for you. If you don't care, then it's not. Next, what's in the Kill Team starter set? Now this is something I was excited about, because I want to get into Kill Team. So they're releasing a new starter set. It's going on pre-order next week, I believe. It's either this Saturday or the next Saturday. I think it's this Saturday. So in the new starter set, you're going to get 2 kill teams, duh, which is going to be the Fangs of Ulfric, Primaris Reavers from the Space Wolves chapter. You can see him here. I like this dude's grappling gun, but I feel like that's going to be really flimsy, but that's okay. You know, it looked pretty cool, pretty solid. Typical Space Wolves type of dealies. And then the other one, so there's Fangs of Ulfric, which is the Space Wolves, and then there's Advanced Team Star Pulse, which is going to be a team of 10 Fire Warriors and accompanying drones that fight for the Tau Empire. Both kill teams come with predetermined war gear and specialisms. And I hate that word, by the way. Specialisms. It's just do specializations, guys. 2 little booklets so you can get the backgrounds, and then it comes with the book. So here is the Tau. So it comes with 2 drones, it looks like. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. 2 drones, 10, whatever these guys are called. They look kind of cool. Not my favorite, but, you know, that's up to whoever else is going to end up splitting it with me. I think that I would do much different color schemes on them, personally. Not a big fan of white, so. So, yeah, obviously it's a starter set, so if you're an existing player, this is useless, but if you're new, like I am, that'll be a cool thing. It's just the core manual, comes with all the rules. Apparently they use tactics cards to enact cunning strategies and augment the abilities of your specialists or other key members of your kill team. Using the right tactic at the right time can give you a crucial advantage and swing the battle in your favor. Easiest way to keep track of the tactics at your disposal is with tactic cards. So I would assume that they're going to have, like, copies, like pages of these in the core book, because that's how they did it with Warcry, but don't quote me on that. But if you get the starter set, it's going to come with these cards. Yeah, all 36 universal tactics featured in the core manual, and then there's a further 22 cards that are available to the Fangs of Ulfric and Advanced Team Star Plus. So these guys are going to get probably 11 special tactics each. Yeah, you can see here these cards, and then this is the generic one. So this is really, I like how much terrain they've been putting in. So you're going to get the game board, as you can see, down there, down here. And you're going to get, these are the minis. I don't think the dice come with it, sadly. But this terrain is going to be included in the starter set. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pieces of terrain. Some platforms are cool. I like platforms. I'm a big fan of being able to do stuff with your terrain and not just have it be like, look, it's a whatever that is. It looks like some kind of engine steam pumped thing. Like, if all you can do with your terrain is hide behind it, it's kind of boring. Meh. Meh. That's a meh for me, guys. But as you can see, there's some ladders on here. It's got a decent amount of... It's got, like, some cover up there, but it's got, like, a decent amount of room to maneuver. So that's cool. I like that. Other than that, you get the 12-inch plastic ruler that they copied from Warcry, or as they copied from Kill Team for Warcry that they're not copying again. I don't know. 2 double-sided sheets of card tokens for keeping track of in-game effects. I don't really know how to use these, I'm not going to lie. Is the dice included? Oh yeah, they do include the dice. Look at that. Those are some cool-looking dice, I'm not going to lie. The orange and the black is pretty cool. I'm not sure what the D10s are for, but alright. That's fine. I'm wondering if... Let's see, maybe we can see one on here. No, they just have regular 6s. So the Warcry dice have the Warcry symbol on the thing. I don't think I have a die handy. No. I have the book right here. So this symbol here is on the dice, and that's the 6. I'll hold it up to the camera a little bit. So that's the 6 for the dice. So when you see the symbol, you're like, yes! Which I guess is like some kind of psychological thing. So these don't have that. They're just plain black and orange dice, but they still look kind of cool. And if they're made to the same standard as the Warcry dice, then they'll be worth it. Other than that, that's everything that comes in the box. But what they also did was they updated the Kill Team command roster, which I'm assuming is just like the Baron Scribe for Warcry and the AOS app for that. And I'm assuming 40k has one too. But they updated that, so now it includes all the additional commanders and special operatives from Kill Team Elites, which is a expansion that came out a couple months ago, I guess. Head on over to the site, add your elite models, and then you just got a little haha caveats, and then they plug their the galvanic servo hauler, which is just a nice big chunk of terrain that's like a claw machine. So that's Kill Team. That's super exciting. I like that. I can't wait to get that. The last thing is for Blackstone Fortress. They're releasing in... How long is this interview? 3 minutes? We'll watch that after. We'll watch that after. I'm going to turn the volume down a bit for when we watch it. So, it's called Escalation. It's an expansion for Warhammer Quest Blackstone Fortress, which I guess is set in 40k. So there's 5 new adventurers. And they're forming the cadre of rogue trader Niam Shai Murad, who is a female, apparently. There's her, I think. Godfrey de Montbert. These are some names. Who's a crusader in gleaming silver armor. A Primaris Psyker by the name of Aradria Medallin. There is a techno-archaeologist known only as Daedalosus. I don't know how to say that. So he's agreeing to accompany them through. And then there is a servitor designated X-101. And he is a new type of explorer called a retinue character. The party leader can control it rather than it being a playable explorer in its own right. I don't play this game. I don't know anything about this game. I didn't even know this game existed, to be totally honest with you guys, until I saw the news thing yesterday and then saw this today. Looks kind of cool. I'm not sure what it's about. I'm not sure what that means exactly. But if you're watching this and you're going, oh, hey, I know what that is. That's cool. Then, cool. So apparently these minis that are, correspondent to the guys that I just explained were first seen in the tie-in game Warhammer 40,000 Combat Arena, which looks like it's like a little board game. Oh yeah, so you can right here. The minis are right here. So they basically just gave you those minis again. Which is kind of cool because it seems like they're kind of trying to advance the story while still being lazy, but maybe it's cool. I don't know. Again, I don't play this game, so I don't know if like the tie-in is really good. So each of them, you know, it seems like it's a pretty typical expansion. They have new stuff. The Primaris Psyker has supporting stuff, which is cool. So then you got this on the Chaos side of things. You got a whole bunch of guys, Chaos cultists that are got some big guns. It looks like Cultist Firebrand, literally wielding fire. Ha ha ha! I think that's in there. I hope it is. I think it's up here actually, but whatever. That was a bad joke to make. So you can see, I mean, this guy, he's got a grenade launcher, heavy stubbers. Like that's pretty. It's pretty great. Auto guns. There's an addition of a menace tracker to add a sense of urgency to your endeavors. As you play through missions, the enemies grow stronger and resources become more scarce. I can't actually click on that, so let me see if I can pop it up here. Can. Alright, so right here you can see, I'm assuming these 1, 2, 3, 4 correspond to the turns. So then on turn 1, or I guess 2, I don't know, -1 to reinforcement rolls, 2 stacks that. I'm assuming... Oh no, it looks like they do stack because this one is the same as that one, so it wouldn't make much sense. So it looks like they just stack, so by the time you get to round 4, you have -4 to your reinforcement rolls, which seems like a big deal. There's spoilers down here, so I'm not going to go into it. Suffice to say, stuff's different. Oh, we were gonna watch that interview, and then I totally ignored it. So we're gonna go ahead and watch this interview. It's a little bit less than 4 minutes.
I'm Alex Tuxford, and I am the background writer who worked on Blackstone Fortress Escalation.
My name is James Gallagher. I am a Warhammer 40,000 games developer, and I was the rules writer for Blackstone Fortress Escalation.
In Blackstone Fortress Escalation, there's a cast of new characters who have arrived at the precipice ready to venture into the Blackstone Fortress. In the past, we've seen various people from different walks of life.
He's got a very
all with
aggressive
their own
face.
motivations. This is very much
these are the vibes that they're saying.
Portrayed in Yamashita is very different from what we've seen in Yamashita. Yam is very much a going down lazy, get the job done type rogue trader. She is highly militant, not as much of a talker, but she makes up for that with raw firepower.
Look at his eyebrows.
Second new character you've got is Gottfried de Montbard, who is an Imperial Crusader. He is very much the tank of the party. He can soak up a lot of damage with his armor and his storm shield, but all of his attacks are very melee-based, but he gets a lot of abilities which allow him to move before he attacks. He can stride into the middle of the enemy and slice them up with his power sword.
He's been picked up by Yamashita for his potent abilities and his determination, as well as his faith in the Emperor, which will be very much needed in the environments that they're about to enter. Daedalus is a tech priest who, in his past, has studied the remnants of Blackstone fortresses from the Gothic War. He possibly has more information than anyone else on the Blackstone fortress, but is a little hesitant in sharing all that he knows with the other people that are ostensibly in his party.
The fourth of the new characters is Aradia Medellin. She is a Primaris Psyker from the Astra Militarum. She fulfills a damage-dealing role with her powerful psychic powers, and she can also assist the party with an ability which allows you to move dice around between characters.
For anyone who's been following the storyline of Blackstone Fortress, we know that the Chaos presence inside the walls of the fortress has only been growing, and now we get to see this in the form of hordes of cultists, led by a brand new type of cultist, Cultist Firebrand.
Who's a great big hulking muscular character who
that guy's going to be
massive flavor around him.
Who can
those big hands, it looks just like
walk through his own body, expelling his gouts of flame and other warping energies.
The other character you'll find in Blackstone Fortress Escalation is X101. X101 is a retinue character, which is a new type of character which accompanies the player's party.
Now, this is a bit of a different character in that it's not part of the party per se, but a retinue.
That guy looks really cool for a servitor.
You won't get to use him from the start. You'll have to find him where he's been lost in the Blackstone Fortress.
So unlike the first few times that we followed the explorers into the Blackstone Fortress, this time they're not going to an environment that is undefined and shifting around as much as it has been previously. There are a lot of hidden bits of information, both about the fortress, the hostile chaos presence that's occupying it, and about some of the characters themselves. It's not just new enemies that you have to contend with. You now have new explorers who don't necessarily always get along, and some of their motivations might conflict quite heavily. So watching that unfold is going to be pretty exciting.
Seems pretty cool. Might have to check this out. Seems like a, pretty cool little game. Alright. So that is going to be the last bit for today's news. I don't know how much more they're going to be doing. If there's more news that drops tomorrow that's like, pretty big and isn't just like, this webcomic, I'll do another video on it. Otherwise, I guess we're just going to wait until this weekend to see how it all goes out. The only other thing I would want to say is, if you guys want, I want to do book reviews, and I'm going to start doing them. So if anybody has a book you want me to read and review, let me know. Otherwise, I'll just start with the ones that I have been reading, because I'm working through the Age of Sigmar books. I have, I think, the first, 10 of the Horus Heresy, up to, where the Heresy actually, happens. Maybe it's, the first 4. It feels like 10. Those books, the first couple books when everybody's just, kind of hanging out, it takes a long time. But yeah, other than that, that's it. That's cool. Vote Never Chosen. I just remembered that. Because that's every other people that have been putting their models in. So there's going to be some cool stuff in there, I'm sure. Yeah, so see you tomorrow maybe. If not, see you whenever there's another video to make. Have a good one, guys.